evening, the father of a 3-month-old baby boy remains behind bars after his infant was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Police claim the father shook the baby until he began having seizures. News 13's Rebecca Atkins is live in the Newsplex with the story. Rebecca.
Well, Fernanda, the criminal complaint reveals startling details about the baby's condition, including head injuries and bruising throughout the baby's body. And we're learning this isn't the first time this father has faced charges for domestic violence.
We heard the sirens go off, shortly before 7 a.m.
Neighbors in this quiet West Side cul-de-sac say they woke up Monday morning to chaos outside this home.
When we looked outside to see what was going on, the place was surrounded with a bunch of cop cars.
Officers were called out for an unresponsive 3-month-old boy.
My son, on the way to school, he told me that he saw somebody getting arrested.
According to a criminal complaint, Anthony Cerna is the father of the 3-month-old. He's charged with child abuse with great bodily harm.
Your Honor, the state is deeply disturbed after reading the arrest warrant.
In a criminal complaint, police say Cerna noticed the infant's eyes rolling back in his head. Cerna told police he shook the baby to wake him up when he then began seizing. Doctors at UNMH found brain bleeds, a cut in the baby's mouth, and bruises to his back, face, eyes, and arms. Police say Cerna's story doesn't match the child's injuries.
It's very scary, very heartbreaking to know that it's our next door neighbor.
The complaint states the child's mother was also interviewed and told police the child was fine when she left for work. We went to the home today to try and talk with her, but no one was home.
Hello?
According to court records, Cerna has 2 prior charges that were dismissed. One for domestic violence, the other an assault charge that involved putting a child in danger. He's also had a restraining order against him from this 3-month-old's mother.
As a mother, the first thing I said was, please let the baby be okay.
Neighbors still shocked.
It hurts to see what people are capable of to children, and children are innocent.
And the complaint also states other children in the home claimed on multiple occasions they saw Cerna spanking the child, throwing him and flipping him in the air. Fernanda, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Rebecca. Now Cerna is held on a no bond. Deputies say an argument over borrowed money ended in a boyfriend allegedly shooting a man in the leg. A BCSO criminal complaint states deputies responded to UNM Hospital last night over a shooting victim. He told deputies a woman arrived at his home in the Pajarito Mesa arguing over a welder left there as collateral for some borrowed cash. Now, he says he and a friend tried to escort the woman out, and that's when her boyfriend, 41-year-old Paul Alderete, went in firing his gun, but didn't hit anyone. The complaint states when Alderete went to leave, he fired again, hitting the man in the leg. He's in jail, held without bond. An Albuquerque man is sitting in jail this evening accused in an armed carjacking. According to a criminal complaint Thursday, APD responded to Tricor Laboratories off Lomas. The medical carrier told police she was exiting the building when 2 men ordered her to give up her keys. She said one of the men had a gun, so she complied. The next day, police arrested 4 people north of Lomas who bystanders saw get out of that stolen car. The medical carrier identified one of them, 20-year-old Anthony Gallegos, as her armed carjacker. Today, the judge kept his bond high.
Because of the seriousness of this charge, as well as you're having picked up 3 felony cases in the past 4 months, I am setting it at $30,000 cash or surety.
Now, Gallegos is charged with robbery with a deadly weapon. Police have released the identity of a man found shot in a front yard and are asking the public's help for tracking the shooter down. It happened in Farmington Monday night outside a home on South Bowen Avenue. Farmington PD released these surveillance pictures of a vehicle that could be involved. Officers say they found 38-year-old Frankie Taylor with multiple gunshot wounds. He's now listed in stable condition. Anyone with information about the crime is asked to call San Juan County Crime Stoppers. The U.S. Postal Service is trying to speed up the process for New Mexicans getting a passport. After holding passport fairs in Albuquerque and Roswell this morning, the post office will hold 2 more fairs in northwestern New Mexico next weekend. Those will be a week from today from 9 to 3 at the Farmington and Aztec post offices. Passport books cost $135 for adults and $105 for kids under 16. Thousands across the country celebrated Earth Day by marching for science today. That was also the case this afternoon in Albuquerque's Civic Plaza. News 13's Jeannie Nguyen has the message locals have about awareness for the environment. Jeannie?
Fernanda, marchgoers say it's so much more than raising awareness about issues, environmental issues. It's about taking a stand and calling on the government to do more to protect the earth.
Let me hear you say, "Órale!"
Today, thousands gathered at Civic Plaza to march for science on this Earth Day. For these marchers, it was an opportunity to address growing concerns.
We're out here to support the concept of science, and it's important in our society. How do we decide which direction to take our country? A lot of us feel that science is actually the best method, not religion, not superstition.
Marchers expressed their worries about losing science education in schools. On top of that, they're worried about the approach the Trump administration is taking on environmental issues.
We need science to survive the changes that have come and are continuing to come to our climate.
Today, locals wanted to call out government officials on addressing climate change, as well as using New Mexico as a dumping ground for toxic materials.
People in government want to dump their high-level waste here, as if we haven't already sacrificed enough in the name of science.
Event organizers say their chief goal, getting government agencies to take action towards ensuring science plays a prominent role in the community. They say they're impressed by today's turnout, which included a variety of creative science and costumes.
It's such a positive feeling to have everyone out here marching for science, because it's just great to see people who really do care about the importance of facts, the importance of science.
Now, President Trump didn't have much to say about today's Earth Day celebrations. He tweeted he is committed to keeping our air and water clean, but to remember that economic growth enhances environmental protection. Fernanda, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Jeannie. Now, organizers from today's event say several thousand people showed up. Meanwhile, pro-science marches took place around the world today. Thousands converged on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., braving the drizzly weather to send a message to the Trump administration. Similar scenes were also seen all across major cities across the country and around the globe. Even at the farthest end of the earth, the team at Antarctica's Neumayer Station bundled up to snap this picture in support of science. An opportunity this Earth Day for Metro residents to purge their homes of hazardous waste. The city and county teamed up to collect household hazardous waste today at Advanced Chemical Transport on Edith. More than 400 residents dropped off paint, car oil, cleaning supplies, antifreeze, and other toxic substances.
It keeps it out of being abandoned on the West Mesa, which is where a lot of it, does end up, and it gives them a way to get rid of their waste correctly.
Now, organizers say they hope events like this are not only convenient for residents, but also help raise awareness about proper waste disposal. Volunteers from around Bernalillo County joined a national push to keep their community beautiful. The county provided the trash bags and other supplies, while citizen volunteers added the elbow grease, collecting litter around their communities. Now, various community groups, individuals, and families took part.
We had a family come and register, and she wanted to teach her 2 kids that it is important to keep your community beautiful, and that way we have our earth forever.
Organizers say they filled 10 dumpsters with trash during the event. Meanwhile, dozens of volunteers celebrated Earth Day by bringing an infusion of nature to Wells Park neighborhood. Community members planted about 120 trees of various species, including desert willow, New Mexico olive, and red oak. Among those getting their hands dirty this morning, City Councilor Isaac Benton. They're only kids, but they're using their newfound skills for good. The local Girl Scouts lending a hand to give some dogs a paw up in life. And it's been a tense week for students at one Albuquerque high school hoping to make memories at this year's prom. How it turned out in a wake of a ticket shortage scandal.
It was a pretty nice start to the weekend with some light winds, comfortable temperatures, but those winds are back, gusting over 40 miles per hour. We'll talk about how long they'll last and when we could see some rain move back into the state coming up in your forecast.
Stay connected anytime on KRQE.com.